meditation. For me, I find like this is a really good beginner's meditation, a meditation for people that say, I just can't meditate. It gives you something to focus on, and it allows you to really remain present, thinking about just now rather than worrying about other things that's happened yesterday or that might happen tomorrow. So it's just 15 minutes. Get nice and comfortable, sit on a block, that's always really comfortable for me, or you can even lay down or sit on a chair. Okay, once you feel like you're completely comfortable here, enough that you're not going to have to move around, you're not going to have to jiggle around. Take your hands to your thighs, palms facing up, close down the eyes. Feel that belly really soft, rising and falling. Shoulders feeling heavy. The crown of the head lifting to the sky so you feel really nice and buoyant here. Breath filling up the chest, the back and sides of the ribs. Take some really gentle movement so we can start to relax and settle in here. Take the head down to the chest, so chin resting on the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. And just taking that head from side to side. Nice and slowly, just feeling the weight of the head, pulling that neck into more of a stretch. And then all the way up and over, side to side. Back to center, interlace those hands behind your head, just where the hair and the neck meet. Inhale, come into your seated cow, drawing the elbows away from one another, gaze up. Exhale, cat, drawing the elbows together. Bowing the chin to the chest, rounding through that back. Inhale all the way up again to your cow. Exhale fully to your cat. One more time in your own breath count. Fully inhale and fully exhale. Coming back to neutral. Take any extra movements you feel like you need, just check that you are completely comfortable here. Starting to settle into our meditation. Holding on to the first sound that you can hear, the closest sound. How close by is it? What kind of sound is it? Is it organic sound? Electrical? Slow, fast, high-pitched, low-pitched? And does your body react in any way when you start to focus on this sound? Do you feel any tension in your stomach or your shoulders? Continuing that breath, calm, deep inhales, exhaling fully, ready for the next inhale. Once you felt like you've grasped onto that first sound enough, start to work your way onto the second sound that you can hear, slightly further away than the first sound. How does it relate to the first sound? How close or far is it? Is it a sound that you usually notice, or it just slips by whilst you're busy doing all the other things in your life? Does this sound have any effect on your body? Can you hear the whole of the sound? Was it just part of it, waiting for the ears to fully warm up until you can hear it all? Moving on to the next sound, one that's slightly further away than that second sound. Maybe you can only distantly hear it. Really tiny recognitions. Focus so intensely on that sound you forget about the others. Trying to pick this one apart, piece it all together. Does this sound have any relation to the second and first? Is it inside or outside? And is it a sound that you would usually hear? Or just because we are focusing on this present moment, it's opening itself up to you? A sound that you're usually too busy, thinking about other things, rushing around, with that constant to-do list, or worrying that you haven't done something that was on that to-do list. But these sounds are always around you, available for you to pull you back to the present. Because these sounds only exist right now. You can only hear them right now. Using your breath and that concentration helps you steer your mind to stillness. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, it's available there to you. For you to use in your daily life. And especially if you do start to feel a little bit anxious. Keep remembering to keep that belly soft, rising and falling. The rest of the body soft. Trying to sense out any areas of tension in the body. And exhaling it all out. Working our way back down now, moving away from that further sound back to the second sound. Is it any different this time now that your ears are fully warmed up? Does it sound louder? Or maybe it's stopped completely and you've got to search for something else. Finally moving on to the first sound, the sound you first identified, closest to you. Did you identify this one first because it's the most familiar? Or it really is the closest? Start to work inwards, noticing how your body is feeling. If your mind starts to wander, know that that is absolutely normal And remember that these sounds are always here for you. Focus back on those sounds, focus on your breath. And don't worry too much about those other thoughts. Just let them pass by. Grasp hold of all three sounds again. Feel them swirling around your head. See if you can picture them, if you've got any image that you can relate to them, so they almost feel tangible. Focusing back on our breath now. Inhale fully, that belly rising, and exhaling fully, belly ready for the next breath in. Wherever you are, if you're seated, stay seated. If you're lying, slowly, slowly come up to seated. If you're on a chair, just take your legs, so they're just about hips width distance apart, and everybody that's seated, do the same. Inhale, take the hands up. Big stretch, and on your exhale, fold forward so you're resting in between your legs. Dragging your head down. Inhale all the way up, arms up. Exhale all the way over the legs. One more time, big inhale, arms up. Exhale all the way down. Allow that head to feel really heavy, stretching all down the back of the neck, the back of that spine, hanging further with every exhale. Take any extra movement you need before we come to the end of our meditation, coming back to cross legs or whatever comfortable seated position. Hands onto your thighs, palms facing up. Take the hands to heart center. Bow the chin to the chest, thumbs to the third eye. Remember what I have said, that these sounds are always around you. They didn't appear through magic. They didn't appear through any hard work from you. They are simply always here. If you need to take some time out, or if you want to integrate this into your daily life, just stop, breathe, and focus. Coming to the end of our meditation, so take the hands away from the eyes and blink the eyes open whenever you're ready.